Hey, it's me, Boo, back for part 24, I believe, of my niche. This one is dedicated to just one house, and it's one of my favorite houses. I have many, but this one is a fairly recent discovery, quite recent actually, and every time I get a sample from them, darn near, I have to buy either a small or a normal size bottle of their perfume. It's so good. And the house is Brecourt or Brecourt, I'm not sure. And this one is, I just got a little bottle of it, and it's Eau Trouble. Let's see, or Eau Trouble, I don't know. I don't know if the French pronounce it that way or not. I'm just messing around. And this is really, really nice. It's, like I said, I just got a little bottle of this because the sample I had, I wasn't sure, and I was already buying something else. And I thought, just quit going so wacko, will ya, and just get the little bottles. Oh, and this one is really nice. It does have a slight soapy smell, but it's not that really heavy dish soap kind of smell like Neroli Portofino does by Tom Ford. Oh my gosh, I just had cerebral flatulence happen there. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, this is Eau Trouble. And so the slight soapy smell is slightly citrus and sweet at the same time. And so I don't mind this at all. Besides, the soapy smell goes away really quickly. And let's see, top notes of tangerine, carrot, and incense. Heart is tea, heliotrope, and orange blossom. The base is musk, orris root, vetiver, and cedar. And when it dries down, because the top notes, I think the whole soapy smell might be from the tangerine, because in the Neroli Portofino, it has that same, but this is much more of a subtle soapy smell, because the other one is almost too much for me. And when it dries down, it gets sweeter, and you get more of the tea smell, and a slightly kind of a cedar, yeah, cedar's in it, kind of a cedar smell too. It's really a nice fragrance. And for me, this is one that I'll be wearing year round. So that's Eau Trouble by Brecourt. And the next one, let's see here, is, like I said, all of these are from Brecourt or whatever. And this one is Agaressence. Oh, I love this one. Let's see if I can get it so you can see it ish. Nope. Bing, bing. Nope, none of them are good. So we'll just go with that. Anyway, oh, this one is so nice. I didn't tell you what people said that Eau Trouble smelled like. I'm not sure if it did anything, but let me go back to Eau Trouble. No. Nothing. Oh, actually, Prada's Infusion d'Iris. A few people have said that it's Eau Trouble smells similar to that, but a better version of it, they're saying. So, Agaressence. Top notes of saffron, rose, plum, cassis, and oud. Heart is rose, ylang ylang, and tuberose. Base is oud, gurjan, sandalwood, amyris, civet, cyprio, and jatamansi. I'll be putting lots of word bubbles to explain some of that there. Oh, and to me it just is a sweet, woody, kind of floral smell. And I don't smell, you smell lots of oud. I don't smell a whole lot of saffron, but the top notes you do get the rose and the plum, but they go away pretty quick, even though the rose is also in the heart notes. It's lots of oud, and the civet and stuff, I don't smell a lot of that. But it's a nice, sweet oud floral. It really is. It's fabulous, and all of the Brecourt have really good lasting power, and their sillage is, well, I guess it depends on which one. Now, Haram, which I'm doing an episode on just for that one, is one of my all-time favorite scents of all time. And redundant much? Anyway, and that's also by Brecourt. That one, it's a little closer, and that one, I wish it was a little farther out. That's my favorite. These are pretty good. You know, you have about a good foot aroma cloud for, you know, a few hours before it really starts drying down. And this is totally unisex. I hope I'm not talking out of my brown eye here. Make sure what it's called. Oh, it says for women, but I could totally see a guy wearing this. Ugh, it's yummy. So again, that's Agaressence by Brecourt. And the last one I'm going to talk about is L'Amoureuse by Brecourt. And there's a couple others that I really like Avenue Montaigne, I really like, and there was one other one. Vanilla Noir, or Amber Noir, was it? I think I'm going to be getting those down the road too. But to me, those were a little more late summer, fall. Yeah, I was going to be interested in really wearing those. Oh, sorry. I'm always fidgeting. I have a little ADHD going on, and I never grew out of it. This is definitely more of a floral. And I know what I've said about florals. Oh, this is L'Amoureuse, so you can see how it's spelled. Yeah, awesome. There you go. Sort of see it. And I love these just cool black industrial bottles. Really easy to stack too, which I need. This is bergamot, lemon, tangerine, and black currant. The heart is rose, jasmine, violets, and raspberries. Base is peach, lily, and musk. And let's see, it says, this one says it's for women too. And this one is a little more feminine than the Agaressence. I could totally see a guy pulling this one off. Lots of oud, cedar, things like that in it. Not very floral. Oh, it's really nice. This one is definitely more floral. Even though they list a lot more fruit in this one, I smell a lot of jasmine and violets. Not so much rose, thank God. I'm not a big rose person. Just maybe a hint. And then with the dry down, you get kind of a musky floral. And it's really yummy. This one, the sillage is pretty big. L'Amoureuse, it's pretty intense actually, and it lasts. Actually, both of these last really well. Eau Trouble, not quite as long as these two. And Agaressence, not quite as long as L'Amoureuse. L'Amoureuse lasts a long time, and I had to wash it off at the end of the night because it wasn't, I had already sprayed my pillow with Ombre Nargila, and so I didn't want this mixing with it, so I had to wash it off, and it was still strong. So in fact, with this one, the sillage tends to get bigger as you wear it, and I'm a little intimidated about using it in hot weather. The other two I would, but this one I'm not so sure. I'd probably wait till it cools down just because it does tend to grow. So that's L'Amoureuse by Brecourt. Okay, and I was going to tell you, do I have time? Yeah. That yesterday I did a review, that fabulous koi from One Virtue Trading Company, or Trading, on eBay, that store, that he sent me that sample. Well, I've been getting some crazy emails on how much that sample, or how much bottle of that Paradis Interdit would cost. It's crazy. Koi was amazing to give me that sample. I wasn't going to say anything, but, and I don't know if they meant to do this, and I had no idea how much that perfume was worth when I first smelled it. But I'm going to tell you what my original review is going to be, and then I'm going to tell you, and that's the reason why I'm saying any of this at all, is because I'm going to tell you my husband's version of the review, which cracked me up so hard that I decided I got to put this in here. I just got to share this with you guys. So that Paradis Interdit, I told you that it, even though it had a lot of other flowers in there, that prominent, were supposed to be prominent, like rose and whatever, that the gardenia was really strong to me. That's it wasn't lilac or anything, or jasmine or whatever that was supposed to be prominent. It was gardenia. And one other note. If you were to combine the words of both of these notes and morph them into one word, I would call it a gardenia, okay? A gardenia. But my husband's version is much better. I asked him, I was like, I can't tell everybody it smells like a gardenia. And I can't tell him the other nickname I have for it. And he kept bringing me these, these potential candidates for descriptions, which I am so not going to say. But the one I am going to tell you is, he said, okay, you can tell everybody that it's a gardenia, and then if the world was a woman's body and the North Pole was her head and the South Pole was her feet, this smelled a little like Brazil. That is funny all day. I just thought that was the most perfect and most subtle and as politically correct and tactful and least vulgar way of saying hoochie flower. And so it just, I have been giggling about it all day. So anyway, it smells like Brazil and gardenia, okay? Or a gardenia, okay? So a clean, I don't want you to think it's funky, but it's clean. But it struck me so hard the first time I smelled it, I had to wear it a couple of times to get over that, to really analyze what it smelled like, because I knew that wasn't one of the notes. Okay, I read the thing and it never said gardenia or Brazil. So anyway, I can see how guys would really love to smell this on a woman. I bet you any woman that wears this, she is followed around. And they're probably not even sure why they're following her around. But for me, that's what it smelled like. It was exceptionally unique for a floral. And, you know, once I wore it for a while, a few days, just a dab, just tiny bit. I realized that I was interpreting other flowers as that smell in combination with each other as that particular aroma. So anyway, so I just had to share that with you. I know I overshare way too much. It's in my nature. You know, people who know me know that's me. So, and yeah, people that don't, now you know that's me too. So anyway, I just want to wish you all a good day. Hope you have a great week, and thanks.